Hey everybody, Panther 0822. I apologize for that. The wife had asked, or I asked if the wife needed, if she called for me, and she said yes. I didn't hear her say yes, and I said, okay, I'll be there right there. And yeah, so that ended up very badly. Alright. And unfortunately, when that shit happens, it honestly upsets me and actually really pisses me off. Mainly because, oh come on. Sorry, it looks like the website is fucking up. Everything else seems to be working just fine. Okay. Close the fuck down. I apologize. My patience when it comes to software and computers fucking up is pretty close to non-existent. Mainly because there's no fucking reason for it and it just stresses me out. So... Alright, I'm gonna zero out the display here for a minute. Okay, thank you for the fucking notifications. No. I don't want you to fucking do that. I apologize. When I log into when I pull Chrome up, on the right hand side, I get a whole bunch of notifications, and I sit there and I waste like 5 fucking minutes. Granted, slightly exaggeration, but just closing shit down because it doesn't need to be there. It does not need to be popping up. So. And I know it's so exciting watching a black screen, but I'm waiting for something to load. So, and I figured a black screen was with me in the corner is better to watch than a damn loading screen. So, okay. Oh, it might help if I send you over there. Okay, cool. All right, this is going to be one of those unfortunate things where I'm not going to be able to really hear I'm not going to be able to hear shit until after I'm done with the recording. So, I apologize if I seem a little curt, a little stressed. Honestly, when my wife comes in and she glares at me because honestly I fucked up, it stresses me out really, really badly. My shoulder blades feel really tense. I feel really tight. I feel stressed and I feel pissed off. And then I go and I give her attention, and then I feel pissed off and annoyed because she really actually does need my attention, but I'm feeling annoyed and pissed off because I feel like, okay, I was trying to do something. Why the fuck are you bothering me? And it's not her fault because she was the one who needed and wanted my attention first, and I didn't hear her, and because I didn't hear her, there was an issue that occurred. And unfortunately, it happens more times than I would care to count, and a lot of it is because the type of house that we're in, we're in a townhome, and when I had the door open, I had my headphones down, but the problem is we have a fan in the bedroom, and if she is out in the living room, and she says, "Hey, I need you," 90% of the time, I can't hear a fucking thing. So sometimes it's guesswork. As far as, did you call me? No, okay. Or, did you call me? Yes, okay. I mean, it's just, and it stresses me out. And a lot of it is because of the MS. The MS makes it so that there are things that stress me out that honestly shouldn't stress me out, shouldn't bug me, but they do. So I apologize if I seem a bit angry and annoyed as hell, but I kind of am, honestly. And again, it's not her fault. So, alright. I haven't played Elvenar in quite some time, so I'm just going to kind of get into it, because like I said, I haven't played in a while. And I kind of wanted to play a little bit, because I haven't played in a while. Alright, so I am at max money, but not max resources. Yeah, that's fine. You know what? I've got 15 knowledge points, so let's kind of spend some knowledge here. I still don't have enough. Good fucking God. How much more do I need? 46. 75. Fucking God. Alright. Do I have the material to upgrade you? No, I do not have the material to upgrade you. Okay. Okay. How about you? Do you have the materials to upgrade you? Oh, I need to research it, which means I need shit that I don't have. At least not yet, so... Alright. I can upgrade you. So we're gonna do that. Okay. And how about you? Alright. Well, I've got money. Let's see where things are at over here. You're at 4 out of 8. You're at 5 out of 8. You're at 3 out of 8. You're at 6 out of 8. Let's see if we can finish you off. I don't know if we can. I'm not sure we've got the resources to do this. Nope, we don't. So I'm not even going to waste the energy. Oh, I forgot that I have diamonds. Okay. Alright. Let's come back down here. We only need 3 for this one. Alright. Alright. You know, I probably should have actually bothered to see how many diamonds it would have cost me. I can do that. About bloody fucking time. Alright, so I've got 24 knowledge points I can spend right now. Advanced plank, advanced manufacturing, advanced marble, or advanced workshop. You know what? We're gonna do the plank. Alright. Gain some supplies. Solve all charming tea quests. Gain 100. Gain. Okay, well, I'm in the process of manufacturing that, so I guess that works. Alright, well, we're gonna save. And I don't know why we did that. And we're gonna log out. Alright. Now, I don't know if any of you were watching last time. All of these down here are actual things that I started at one point. And because I haven't played in so long, basically they got overran or something happened. So right now I've only got the 2. Excuse me, but that is okay. Not honestly terribly worried about it. I really just wanted to play a little bit of Elvenar for you guys. I know I haven't played it in a really long time, and again, it's a really simple game. I'll have the link for you down in the description. So if you haven't played it, you guys can play it for yourself. And if you guys are currently playing it and are part of a guild or whatnot, let me know. So, okay, this one I think we're going to be able to do a little bit more on. Let's see. Well, we've got to spend some knowledge right now. Or we've got to negotiate something. One or the other. Alright, well. Oh, that was spend a knowledge point, not gain a knowledge point. Okay. Gain some supplies. Research advanced residence. We're working on that one right now. Okay. Have a barracks at level 3. Okay. Armory barracks. Do we have the supplies? Oh, we don't have enough culture. How much culture do we need? 28. We need 3. That's kind of sad, actually. And very easy and very quick to fix. So... Well, I can't place it on any of those. I can place it right there, though. That'll work. Thought I was already in full screen. Oh, that was... Never mind. Alright, how long is that gonna take? Longer than I'm gonna stay with this. Or at least, more specifically, longer than I'm gonna stay up. Alright. Gain 10 supplies. Well, that's not too terribly difficult. Okay. I've got a decent amount of supplies, so we may be able to do a little bit of expansion or exploration, so we'll take a look. Oh, we need to scout. Okay. All right. So, well, I guess I'll take. I normally do a vlog this time of night. So, today was. I honestly, other than this, I really have. I meant to play. I meant to get to some Dragon Age today, but that just didn't happen. I mean, for some reason, I'm thinking it's later than it really is as far as days go. For some reason, I'm thinking it's like Thursday, and I'm like almost at the end of the week, and it's Tuesday. So at least I've got the first part of the day, right? The T. And I mean, overall, it was not a bad day. It really wasn't. I can't really complain that much. I so totally think I would get owned. Yeah, I would so totally get owned. So, I spent a lot of time traveling in the car today. My wife spent some time with her bestie today. And I came along for the ride. At one point, I thought my brand new iPhone 7 that I got, the wife and I changed to Sprint. I swear to God, I never thought I'd ever go back to Sprint. But they're the only company that we haven't hosed or they haven't hosed us, so... So we got set up with Sprint, and amusingly, coverage-wise, they actually seem to be better than Verizon, or at least where we are, they're better than Verizon, which is funny because Verizon always totes that they've got the best coverage. And I wouldn't necessarily disagree with that, but only to a point. Verizon's been doing it a very long time, and Verizon has been buying a lot of mom-and-pop cellular networks, and they did actually buy a very large portion of was it Singular? If I remember right, a couple of years back? Yeah, I think it was Singular. No, that was AT&T that bought Singular, because AT&T and Singular at a very high echelons were the same company, so they basically consolidated everything underneath one roof. Although Verizon was able to buy parts of that because the FCC basically said, no, because you have a monopoly. Which, honestly, actually wasn't true, but the FCC sticks their nose into a lot of shit they shouldn't, so... I guess I can't necessarily complain too much, but anyways, Verizon's been doing shit for a very long time. But there are companies that are... that's not what I wanted. Okay, stop that. Oh, good God. Thank you. No. Oh, that was gain 80 out of... Okay, never mind. I thought that was just a gain supplies type thing. So anyways, the wife and I switched over to Sprint. We both got iPhone 7 Pluses. I typically go with the plus size phones. I go with the 5.5s or bigger. Mainly because, for me, because of my disabilities, I need it. Just plain and simple. I need the bigger phone. The wife typically goes with the smaller phone because she doesn't normally like the bigger phones. But in this particular case, she decided she'd actually go with the bigger phone. So, so I mean, now we're both running iPhone 7 Pluses. And so, but again, part of running around today was I thought that my phone, there was something wrong with it. And there wasn't. Which I'm very happy for. So, anyways, we well, I can tell I'm tired because I can't focus worth a damn. Um, and this is part of my MS where my brain just. Oh, we stopped by a marijuana store today. And the reason we stopped by it is because our friend, my wife's bestie, was wanting to pick up some marijuana. So we stopped by because we were her transportation. And I have very typically, I've always been very adamant against drugs. I'm even hesitant when it comes to prescription drugs. I don't necessarily agree with them. So, if I can avoid prescription drugs, I will. That being said, I'm not going to ignore it if it's the only option I've got available. But if I've got a homeopathic option available to me, I'll take that instead. And I've had a lot of people, because of my MS, I think I'm going to transition out of the game here. We're going to exit out of full screen, and then we're going to do something, because we're just going to transition this into my normal stuff. And then... mainly because I don't want my ears being blasted, although I normally have to keep that up anyways. I don't know, I kept that at 50 and that actually worked, so... no. Alright, there we go. So, due to my MS, it has been recommended on more than one occasion that I try marijuana. Said I'm not fond of drugs. I don't like drugs. Really don't. However, there is a particular particular part of marijuana. If I remember it, it's called CBS, not the television channel. That's basically the portion that has the health benefits of marijuana without the high is basically what it is. And I think it's CBS is what I think it is. I don't entirely remember, but it's been heavily recommended to me on more than one occasion. So I as much as I don't want to, it may be an alternative that I look into, because the plain and simple truth is the medications that I'm on don't really dull the pain that much. They kind of take the edge off, but that's as far as it goes. I still feel pain. I still have issues, and so I'm starting, as much as I dislike marijuana and drugs in general, it may be an option that I look into, because I've got to find something that works. I've got to find something to where I'm not in pain. And unfortunately, a good portion of multiple sclerosis is pain management. So I've got to look into that. I don't really. Part of me is very vehemently against it. I don't really want to, but at this point, I don't really have much of a choice. Well, that's not. Well, I mean, here's my choices is to stay on the path that I'm at and continue in moderate amounts of pain throughout the day, depending on what I do, or try it and find out if it actually is. Try the CBS, try it, see if it actually does get rid of the pain and actually makes life more enjoyable. Those are my two options. And at this point, I'm really I don't really have much to lose. So, like I said, I'm not for drugs. I'm really not. But at this point, I've got to find something that works, because what I'm on isn't working. Again, like I said, it takes the edge off. But much beyond that, it really doesn't do much for me. So I've got to find stuff that works. So yeah, so there's that. Hero is, to my knowledge at least, has officially become a part of the family. We're gonna do the adoption paperwork. Here's as soon as his foster mom can get it to me, and Hero heard me call his name. Hero, come here, buddy. Come here. Up, Hero, up. Come here, buddy. You're not in trouble. No, you're not in trouble at all, buddy. Yeah. So this big old fluffy buddy, this is Hero. This particular breed is called a Keeshond. You could consider, honestly, they are literally a big version of a Pomeranian, is what they are. So, but this big fuzzy buddy is, he's my emotional support pup, is who he is. He's awesome. I absolutely love him. Keeshonds are much like Pomeranians. Do you want down, buddy? There you go. If you're not familiar with Pomeranians will attach to a person. They love their people. So don't misunderstand that they don't love everybody in the household. That being said, there is one person that is their person, and it is not a question. It is their person. Like I said, Gab, who's my wife's Pomeranian, is her dog, and it is not a question. Gab is my wife's dog. Period. My wife disappears without taking Gabby with her, and Gabby is she's a little shit, honestly. I love her to death, but she tends to be a little shit until she calms down, and then she's okay. Hero is my pup, and for the most part, I'm still getting him attached to me, but for the most part, he is my pup. When we first got him, my wife and my brother-in-law intentionally ignored him. They're not being mean. I actually need you to understand this. They're not being mean. They did not ignore him out of spite, out of anger, they were intentionally being an ass to the dog. They were not doing that. What they were doing was they were ignoring him so that he could attach to me, because he needs to be my dog. He needs to be attached to me. And that's why they were doing it. Again, they weren't being an ass. They were doing it so that Hero could attach to me so I could be his person. And that's why they did it. And then later on that evening, everything was fine, and they were loving on him, and Hero likes them, and he loves them, and he doesn't have any issues with them, and he comes up and kisses them and spends time with them. But Hero is very much my pup, and this right now it's very, very apparent, because pretty much wherever I go, he goes. I have a shadow. If he's not immediately underneath me, he is easily within reach. And right now he's in his kennel. It's late at night though. It's 11:23 my local time, so 11:23 Pacific Standard Time. And we're kind of starting to wind down for the night. So he's in his kennel right now. I keep the door open. I don't close him in the kennel unless it's feeding time. Then I do close him in it. Or if we have to go out of the house and there's nobody here to watch him, he's in his kennel. And those are the only times he's in his kennel. And that is mainly because he doesn't actually have manners. And I know I've told you guys this before. His previous owner, before his foster mom, kept him in a kennel. He lived in a kennel, so he has no until his foster mom got him and was able to start teaching him manners. He had no manners, and so now I'm having to go through and teach him manners and to help him understand. And he's an awesome dog. I love him to death. He's playful. I mean, for a 6-year-old, he acts like a puppy. He really does. He's awesome. I love him. But he needs some training. And that's and there's nothing wrong with that. And because I want to give him that training, I want to be that person for him. So, so that's what I'm doing, is I'm being that person for him. And yeah. So, and for some reason I thought I saw him wander over and whatnot, but he's enjoying his kennel. So, anyways, I need to call it. I'm tired. I'm yawning. Honestly, I need to eat something because I'm feeling a little hungry. I am probably gonna make myself a cup of coffee and go to bed, because it's getting to be that time. So, although there are going to be some changes that are coming up within actually the next 6 to 8 months, there are going to be some very potential radical changes. I will go further into those changes once I actually know. More specifically, once everything has been confirmed. Right now, things are in the air. They are tentative. I've been doing a lot of research, but nothing is confirmed yet right now. So until then, things are up in the air. Things have been up in the air for a couple months, actually. The wife and I have decided that we're more than likely not going to be staying in our current place. And depending on how things go here in a month, that could be a very true statement. Mainly because when we go out in August to the arts in Florida, there could be some very positive and very drastic changes. She could find somebody that discovers her, and things could rapidly change for us in a very, very rapid, very short amount of time. There's a friend of ours that has a fantastic opportunity, and I will know more about that opportunity tomorrow. And depending on how that opportunity goes, we will be making some changes based off of that. So, by February of next year, there's going to be some very drastic changes. Very, very drastic changes. So, but like I said, I'll go over more of those changes once I actually know what those changes are. Because right now I don't know what they are. Anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, appreciated. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget to check out those other playlists. The other playlist that I have up for you guys is so I've got the vlog playlist that's going to be on one side. And then either next to it or under it, I've got the Dragon Age playlist. So check both of those out. Until the next time, this is Panther 0822. Peace out, guys. Have a good night.